So we've got major news in the Kemper world. The Kemper Mark II is officially announced and currently looks like shipping. Wow. Was not expecting this. This was definitely not on my bingo card for this year. So we're going to take a look at the website here and look at all the different things. I unfortunately don't have one. It'd be awesome if I got a chance to check it out, but I'm pretty new to the Kemper world. I do have a Kemper player that I bought, and I also have an old school toaster that's on loan from a friend, but I haven't dove too much into Kemper. I've been more into the modeling side of things. For those of you that don't know, my name is Steve Sterlacci. I do all things digital amp modeling, profiling, capturing on this channel. I even have a podcast dedicated to digital amp gear. And for you Kemper people, I recently had Michael Britt on as a guest, the king of Kemper profiling. So if you want to check out any of the links to the podcast below, they're there for you. And if digital is your thing, consider subscribing. So let's take a look here. Lot to digest here. And I guess I'll say up front that the player has been the most controversial piece of gear I feel like that's come out in a really long time. I personally bought it with a higher expectation, and then they announced the paid upgrades where you can, pay to get the full capabilities of it. That was a huge debate and a huge conversation for a long time. But now, after this now looks like the player might be one of the absolute best buys that you can currently get in this space, because the player, which we're going to get to at the end, has some really, really awesome capabilities that come for free when this launches. So let's take a look at the new toaster. Off the bat, it's the same basic layout, I guess. I mean, the same old school screen. I would have hoped that after how long it's been for Kemper that maybe they would upgrade the look, the front panel, and maybe the workflow. But yeah, we're getting the pretty much same look, right? I'm looking at mine up there. Yeah, pretty much looks obviously not identical, but pretty dang close, if not actually identical. I'd say it's pretty close. So let's take a look here. More power, more flexibility, everything you love from the profiler. So the upgraded processing engine, which is going to be faster performance, faster boot times, and now the new era of effects here, 20 blocks in series. That's insane. So you can now have 20 blocks in a preset, and they can all be active at the same time, and you'll have zero latency, which is pretty awesome. So that's 7 additional effects blocks than you normally used to have in the Mark I. So having 20 all running with zero latency, you have an entire pedal board with that boots in seconds, 20-second boot time. Where did I see that yet? Yeah, there it is. The boot time is now 20 seconds. So you turn this thing on and it's ready to go right away. This is the most interesting part as far as the toaster goes, the new profiling technology. So this is a totally revamped and upgraded version of profiling. 100,000 individual frequency points. So I guess frequency points meaning all of the points in an EQ curve that an amp is able to produce. This is going to be able to analyze and recreate for the most precise amp recreation ever achieved. I personally love the way Kemper profiles play and sound. Despite being the oldest in the game, I still think that they're among the best sounds that you can get, and very easily. This is interesting to me too. The next level, dynamically adjustable cabinet response. So capturing the true dynamics of your setup, the longest and most complex impulse responses in an amp capturing device. So they're making longer impulse responses, which means that you're going to get a more accurate representation and a more accurate recreation, I guess, of what the speaker sounds like in space. So it's going to sound more like the real speaker cap. And I feel like that's kind of, more importantly, the speaker being a solid capture. I mean, what do they call it? IR? I guess that they don't technically call it IR, do they? The speaker is most of the sound. I mean, you can plug the same amp into 20 different speakers and get 20 different sounds. So the speaker section getting a lot of attention here is going to be really key to making it sound and feel better under your fingers. That's really, really interesting stuff. You're also getting the liquid profiling, so it's going to integrate that AI type of thing where not only do you have the amp capture, but you also have a generated EQ section where you could change the gain and you can change the EQ without it falling apart. Let's take a look at this. This is the new effects section. So 7 new effect slots. A second noise gate, a compressor, a pure boost, a wah, vintage chorus, air chorus, and double tracker. Adding these to the existing 10 audio blocks, spectral noise gate, transpose, volume pedal. So in total, yep, we said before, 20 simultaneous audio blocks. That's a lot of blocks. And this new layout makes it convenient to cover all the bases and offer 8 flexible effects blocks for the acclaimed tone shapers and studio-grade unique effects the Kemper profile is famous for. I do think that the effects in Kemper are really underrated and sound really good. I was most surprised by that when I got my player plugging into the effects. I was like, wow, these are really good. So the new toaster looks like it's going to have a smarter internal display, new lightweight aluminum components. So it's going to be lighter, more gig-friendly, easier to travel with. It still looks about the same size, but being lighter is never a problem, especially in today's day and age where everything is getting smaller and lighter. Now this I'm going to read because this is awesome. Mark II player ready, or Mark II ready player. So your player, if you're a current Kemper player owner, Kemper player owner, then you are going to already have access to the Mark II everythings. So it's been Mark Ready 2 from day one, meaning it's fully aligned with the power and potential of the new series. And now on level 1, it features 16 simultaneous effects in total. This new extended signal flow becomes available for all player owners as a free update. That is insane. And yes, it will get the advanced profiling too. So now the player out of the box is officially able to be an all-in-one powerhouse. It seems like at level 1. So even if you don't do the paid upgrade, you are getting an outstanding unit now for the price of the Kemper player. And just more stuff here for the player. I'm getting 8-channel USB audio support, seamless multi-track recording, reamping, all that good stuff. Looks like we got a longer looper. So the integrated looper gets a series upgrade with up to 2 full minutes of recording time. The Mark II series lets you capture extended phrases, build layer soundscapes, craft entire performances all on the fly. And the looper is available for level 3 upgrade on the player. Major improvements under the hood, boot times, preset switching, UI, everything's faster and smoother, especially in performance mode. So for those that have been using this for a while, I'm sure you can chime in on how much you're looking forward to that. And now, yeah, it's available. It's out. So you can go get the Mark II right now. I am definitely looking forward to getting my player. My player is currently on loan with my friend Ryan, who actually hipped me to this update. It's his toaster that's here on loan. And he has my player right now, but I'm looking forward to getting my player back, importing some of these Mark II profiles and seeing what the fuss is about, because as a player owner, you now have access to this. And now the upgrade, the paid upgrade for the player really seems worth it because you're getting the Mark II. If it was sticking with the Mark I, I would still be very down on the player. But now that you can do this, it's kind of a no-brainer now to upgrade your player to level 3 and enjoy the full power of this Mark II update. This looks awesome. So yeah, here's the stage. I mean, it looks the same as the old one. Again, how we don't upgrade the screen at this point, especially considering what's out there, Quad Cortex, ToneMaster Pro, all the touchscreen things and, things being easier access. But most people don't complain too much about menu diving through Kemper, especially because of the rig remote and being able to do everything through an app. So a rig manager, sorry, not rig remote. I was reading this through the rig manager. It's really easy, and you can make your changes there, and then everything on the fly is pretty simple to do. But yeah, let me know what you think of this new Kemper news in the comments below. And if you made it this far, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.